Hello there, this is Joe DuPont talking about the Syrian crisis and how our government has not been bombing ISIS and taking away their source of money so they can finance attacks on various places like Paris because they're worried about polluting the environment. I mean, this is amazing. Then we're dropping leaflets on the trucks because we don't want to kill the truck drivers because they are supposedly civilians, and yet, so all you got to do is just put everybody in civilian uniforms, and then they could operate the artillery or whatever the heck it is. Then we have to ask our congressman to ask for sanctions for Turkey for allowing Turkey to be a conduit to get this oil on the market, and we have to find out who the European Union people, members, are buying this oil, which is funding ISIS. I mean, can anybody understand this? Am I the only person in the world who says there's something wrong here? There's something wrong. But then again, it's the son of the president of Turkey who apparently is doing this funding and or selling the oil or helping it go through. And then we have, of course, Joe Biden's son is in Ukraine and dealing with all the, I guess, the gas over there, making a ton of money. So this nepotism thing with the sons of quote elected officials is really amazing. So now they're saying that all this unrest in the world is because of global warming. Do they think you're totally insane? Do they think you're a total turn-up, or what is? Do you believe this crap? First of all, more and more evidence is coming out to show that there are variations that are going to occur naturally. Where I am in Pennsylvania was under 1,000 feet of ice at least, maybe 15,000 years ago. That's just a smidgen of time, really, when you think about it. And that was before DuPont and all these other companies came into being. What I would like to say is that we really have some issues, and the biggest thing that scares me, I mean, Obama is only doing what his father would want him to do. What do they say? Apples don't fall too far from the tree. So Obama is destroying this country, but it's not like he's doing something unnatural to him, because he's just doing what his father would have wanted him to do. And so what I would say, it's the other people, the Republicans and Democrats in Congress, that are allowing this to happen, and essentially going in lockstep and not saying what this is. You know, dropping leaflets ahead of your raid is treasonous. It gives the enemy the chance to knock down your aircraft, put things in positions. McNamara did this in Vietnam when he said we were going to bomb, and we lost a lot of crews because of his ego. And then this information that, according to the CIA, we didn't want to drop bombs on the oil wells and the truck convoys because we were afraid of ruining the environment. Let me tell you, one volcano that goes off will more than offset. Then you have, the Chinese have these wild coal fires underground. They produce a lot of pollution. No one gives a crap about that, and they're going to be exempt. I mean, this whole thing is insane. We are borrowing money from this China. How the hell can we borrow money from this impoverished place, which is getting special status on this carbon tax treaty that they're working on? I don't know. If you really believe this crap, you deserve what you get. You really do. You really deserve buying hook, line, and sinker. But it's not totally your fault, because the entire media is biased. It's definitely even Fox News is only being Fox News to get a certain market segment of the people. They could care less what they're saying. Most of them do, but they'll give you enough conservatives, enough information, enough stories that will whet your appetite. And from that standpoint, they do a good job. But ultimately, they don't care when it really comes down to the bare tax. They want us to get involved with a war with Russia. They keep on telling Obama's too easy on Russia. What do we do? Go toe-to-toe and start exchanging nuclear weapons? You folks crazy over Syria? Syria never did anything to me. Prior to Obama, feeding the terrorists, Al Qaeda, which splintered into ISIS. Remember Bush said Al Qaeda, Taliban, Al Qaeda, they're bad, they're very bad, and either you're with us or you're against us. Bush has said nothing about this. And we also have the 28 pages of the 9/11 Commission, which basically implicates Saudi Arabia, our buddies, in housing and feeding and making life, aiding and abetting the enemy. They aided and abetted the guys who flew the planes into the buildings. It's just totally crazy, the whole thing. Anyhow, gave you a lot to think about, and I hope you really do something like contact your congressman and ask about the Turkey funneling this ISIS oil so that ISIS could get more money and they can blow up more people and kill more people and decapitate more people. And you notice it's Putin that's saving Christians, not the Pope, not our dear Pope, who wants the carbon tax, which is going to starve the poor more than anybody else. Anyhow, good day, my buddies.